Welcome back. So we'll be starting the newspaper reviews with The Nation. Major headline 2027. APC, NWC governors, federal lawmakers endorse Tinubu. President accepts sole candidacy, promises better days. Otedola Tinubu's Cardoso's policies revive investor confidence. Federal government files criminal charges against Natasha. President seeks National Assembly's approval for 481 trillion Rivers Budget 2025. What stories do we have in The Nation?
I took the headline, the APC NWC governors, Fed lawmakers endorse Tinubu. And this one is saying that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu yesterday got the nod as the sole candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC in 2027 race. The party leadership of APC, comprising of 22 governors and federal lawmakers, gave the president a pass mark after his midterm assessment and decided he should run for re-election. The president also accepted the offer gladly, and he pledged that the greater and better days are ahead for Nigerians. And there were a lot of people in attendance, like the 22 governors, and different governors also had different things to say about the president. But I will take from Akpabio, who says Tinubu has lived up to expectations, and he says he's acknowledging that the times are hard. Akpabio predicted a better tomorrow for the country under President Tinubu. He said things will turn around for good based on the implementation of the bold and courageous policies and programs of the government. He urged party members to convert their promises to electoral victory for the 2027 Tinubu's victory, unlike in 2023 that there were some divisions and they didn't really know where some people sat. Because 2023 showed us that some people actually sat on the fence. So Akpabio said, there is no need for eloquent speeches. Let the results that will come in 2027 reflect the actions and the speeches that we are here saying today. So it's not cho that they should show workings.
All right, for me, talking about cryptocurrency fraud, the U.S. court orders forfeiture of $125,000 in stolen assets from 3 Nigerians. Now, according to the United States District Court, they've ordered the forfeiture of $125,000 in cryptocurrency recovered from 3 Nigerians. They said this money is said to have been stolen from an American victim. Now, the judgment was delivered by the Eastern District of Tennessee in Chattanooga in the United States on April 30th, following months of waiting for the Nigerians to come forward to claim their assets. Now, the assets were seized from 3 Nigerians. Their names are Martins Eromosele Iyere, Moses Olumide Sokale, and Olawumi Stephen Adewale. Now, they said they stole this money in 2021. What they did was that they reportedly tricked their victim into entering his login details. I see this thing happen even with WhatsApp. I see it happen over and over again. So they tricked their victim into entering his login information into a fraudulent website hosted in Nigeria. The scammers then quickly transferred the cryptocurrencies out of his wallet. FBI agent Jordan Foreman said in an affidavit filed in support of the United States government request that they traced the stolen funds, and when they traced it through an open source method, when they traced it, they discovered that, okay, these funds were stolen by Nigerians, and right now they're asking for the forfeiture of these funds. Now, anything about doing transaction online, you know, there's definitely going to be like a fraudulent act going on. So please, you have to be at alert. If you're doing things online, you have to be at alert. Sometimes there'll be like some website will just come, please log in your details. No, if you never requested for it, you shouldn't even log in your details.
Okay, so I have the gist of Natasha has been going on. They said the federal government has filed a 3-count charge against the suspended Kogi Central Senator Natasha Apoti. They say she was accused of defaming Senator President Goodwill Akpabio and former Kogi State Governor, that's Governor Bello Yahaya. They said they accused the senator of making imputations intended to harm reputations, contrary to Section 391 of the Penal Code law and punishable under Section 392 of the same law. They said under that law, any person who defames another shall be punished with imprisonment for a term that may extend to 2 years, or with a fine, or with both. As we know earlier on, the senator accused Akpabio of plotting to assassinate her And she said he planned to assassinate her not in Abuja, but he's collaborating with Yahaya Bello to do it in Kogi State. So they said the federal government argued that such public statements were made with knowledge of reason to believe they would damage Akpabio's reputation. So they have taken her to court, and let's see how it's going. Honestly, this story is just going up and down.
To be honest,
it's just taking too long, you know. Let's see how
fine.
it goes. Yeah.
So the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Poverty Reduction, Professor Nentawe Yiwada, said 6 million Nigerians benefited from the federal government's conditional cash transfer program in 6 months. He announced this while addressing beneficiaries of the Skills to Wealth, that's S2W, training program yesterday in Jos, Plateau State, that's the Plateau State capital. So he said only 2 million Nigerians benefited from the program in the last 9 years, adding that the ministry had adopted a new approach. Only 2 million people benefited from the conditional cash transfer in the past. It simply means that in 9 years of that program, just 200,000 people benefited in a year. So he says we're in the process of digitizing all the homes of the people on social register, giving them digital identity, creating e-wallet accounts for them, and carrying out physical verification. He also said we have removed a lot of names from the social register that have errors. They are not known, and we couldn't verify and identify them, and their homes, within the social register. So they said in 6 months, we have reached out to 6 million people. It simply means that we are doing 1 million people per month, which is a good one. And it projected that 15 million Nigerians will be enrolled under the program by October. The president wants to ensure that before October, we can support 15 million households. The president has directed that we should ensure that the money reaches the people in 9 months. He went ahead to also say that the ministry engaged the World Bank to independently verify the program, which they have done. He said, after we deliver to the first 4 million people, I asked the World Bank to set up an independent team to do a verification of these people that we are paying. We wanted to be sure that we're doing the right thing, and the results reveal that the people we paid actually are on the social register. So I think this is a good one. You know, all over the world, we always have people that receive, even if it's a stipend, something to just support you from the government. You know, those who are working, who are okay and responsible, they don't need that. But you see, many people are still struggling to even eat. So at least you have something that, you know, the government still cares for me somewhat. You know, it's a good one. We'll take a short break now. When we come back, the newspaper reviews continue. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.